All right, Cancer, here we go. Rocktober 2025 for the hot spot of the connection cycle. You know, everybody's kind of an honorary Cancerian in this one because this cycle is Cancerian themed. It's causing a lot of, a lot of runners, for example, with fire in their, a lot of fire in their signs to get a little hot-footed, right? To go with its feet on fire. We open with a devil. And I tell you what, I chose this deck to clarify with, and randomly at the bottom is the devil. I did the shuffle for that afterward. That's unreal. It's unbelievable. I'm going to cut the deck again, but I am just to get a theme. I did a pre-shuffle for you. I'll give it to you, and then I'll do your reading the way I do everybody's to keep the consistency going. But I'm just going to show you this. The devil crossed by the chariot with the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. Something about October shows you very clearly where you've led yourself astray in your life. Shows you where, so for some of you it's very minor, Five of Swords, right? For some of you it's very minor. But for others of you, it's a big deal. You're seeing where you've left yourself out in the cold, where you've sabotaged yourself. You're getting to see that. But you're also getting to see where others might be sabotaging you. It's very interesting, the insights you get into this devil. This horse tramples this goat. Let me put it to you that way, okay? It does nice. It gives you a new perspective on yourself. For some of you on the positive side, you might really get a look at where you've been and maybe see that you're a lot more special than what you realize, especially if that's especially true for a few of you if you've been feeling bad about yourselves lately. All right, you might want to take another look. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's cut the deck. This is the way we would normally open this reading, so let's do it. Oh man, let's get a theme energy for you. I know the devil won't be there, but there is another horse, and it just. I did this on purpose because I just want to show you it backs up exactly what I just said. It's the Five of Cups. Seeing where you let yourself down, right? But somebody else is seeing where they let you down as well. What's fueling that? The Six of Cups. Somebody from the past. Something, seeing where you, on your side, backing up what I just read you around that devil. Seeing from the past where you've let yourself down, where you've shortchanged yourself, but somebody else is seeing the same thing about you. All right, and this is one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. We have, I will tell you, spoiler fucking alert, between this equinox right now and the next equinox in March, we've got a lot of soulmates coming together. We've got a lot of reunions. We're going to be seeing the shit out of the Six of Cups, okay, and cards like that. Also the Six of Swords, which has already been popping up all over the place. All right, wow. All right, let's give the deck a shuffle. Let's go. I mean, the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer for Rocktober 2025, universe. Let's do it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. All right, let's see where we go here. Come on now. Again, this reading is timeless. It doesn't stretch between now and March. I'm just giving you a spoiler alert on the energy. But I would say you could stretch this reading out right up at least until the 11/11 portal. You know, these types of energies will be around you, right? All right, I got somebody attached to you as a sad horse right now. You know, yeah, there's a lot of regret, but we're seeing what's broken, what we can fix, how we can fix it, and take forward with us. That's what I wrote about in the October write-up. So there you go. Come on. Am I going to shuffle all day? Is that what I'm going to do? Is this okay? We're done. That's it. It won't let me shuffle anymore. There's the Queen of Pentacles. I like that. What's fueling it? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Someone attached. Well, you are too. You're making different choices, but somebody attached to you is making different choices. Somebody attached to you doesn't like it, but they got to realize that you're large and in charge. You're the bigger person, that they need you, whatever it is. Somebody who doesn't want to need somebody realizes they need you. Mr. or Mrs. Independent realizes they need help. Mr. or Mrs. Ego, Joe Cool, realizes they need to learn something. Somebody here is a child energetically compared to you. They don't like that. They're making different decisions, though. I get that. I don't know that they're wiser decisions, but they're different ones. All right, let's pull a pyramid. Let's get that off. Get off of there. All right, here we go. Here's how they feel about you. Here's how they see you. Here's a potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify whatever I think needs clarifying and throw some universe cards at the end. Let's see where we go. Let's do it. I don't have any plans to extend this one. Although, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think so. Star. I mean, I've already started with 2 devils, I suppose. But anyway, the star. 3, let's see where we go here. We'll make some decisions later. 3 of Pentacles, how somebody feels about you. These are strange energies. And the 7 of Swords, this is very odd. This is the soulmate you've probably been watching tarot readings for. Yeah, this is like a runner. I don't think this is a family member or a friend for most of you. This is something you've manifested. I don't know. I'm going to flip it. I wanted to say it's like you manifested something, but you injected some weird shit in it, so you got a weird soulmate. But I don't think it was you. I think they manifested you. And I get that a lot with this, and I've been saying that for years since I've been out here, that the DM side, the runners actually manifested this soul connection. They needed more help, right? They put out a fucking distress call to the goddamn universe. I feel like they injected a lot of lies into it, and they're starting to feel almost like a karmic backlash here. They're starting to feel that they want to build on a solid foundation, but they don't have any energy to do that. And that's what they feel like. It's a bit of a defeatist thing. So if I'm to go back to that 5 of Cups after the cut, right, somebody's defeated. And I sort of felt that here. I felt like somebody returns and they're sort of small. They sort of come crawling up. And they don't like that. They don't like feeling small, but they don't have any choice. I think that's the case a lot with the DMs in this cycle. I should say that any runner energy in this cycle right now. So what we've got is an energy of somebody who feels like they want to rebuild, they want to do things right, but the energy to do that isn't there. They haven't learned their lesson yet. They're still going to use, so putting it in 3D terms, taking the hocus pocus out of it, it's somebody who wants to do the right thing, but they're still going to be conniving to get what they want in the end, right? It's that kind of a thing. However, this is a downgrade from the devil. This is a mild devil energy. So somebody has learned something through all this. I think they're coming to you for the final lesson. Right there, right there. That's the student. That's the Page of Pentacles in this deck. So I think they're coming to you for the final lesson. You might be able to solve this problem. It's a little bit of what we talked about in the overview reading, and it's not unlikely that the overview reading types of energy, the energy I got there, might show up here in the hot spot of the connection cycle. This is an all signs position. It doesn't matter what your sign. It doesn't for any reading, but this is the theme energy. So, yeah, I get it. Okay. The road, we've already seen a couple of devils. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Their intentions are good, right? It's just that the energy isn't. Anyway, they're still going to be a little bit conniving. They still feel like they'll need to lie to get what they want. They feel comfortable in the lies. Okay? Easy way to put it? I don't know. How do they see you? This ought to be interesting. Ace of Wands, and what else? The High Priestess. They think... Do I want to say that? I say that, I stop myself sometimes because I know there's more than one person watching. This might just be for one person, so don't freak out if it's not you. All right, don't chuck your phone against the wall and Steve, fuck off. I mean, it's cool. They feel like you might be doing something. You've got plans that you're not telling anybody about, secret plans, secret things, doing things, got a project going that you're hiding. They feel like you're hiding something. Okay? Can also be that they think you're about to start something with somebody else. I don't know. They think you're keeping secret. I don't know. It's very strange. I mean, I'll clarify a couple of those. I feel like I want to say that's just for one person, but I can't because it's like the main energy there, you know? So, okay, what's the potential final outcome for you, my viewer? Red with their 3 of Pentacles, interestingly enough. 3 of Swords, yeah. It's this person, whoever this person is, they are making different decisions. And they are trying, but I think it's because of this energy, and I'm going to say whoever this person is, they continually disappoint you. So if you're trying to figure out who this person is, every time you've given this person the benefit of the doubt, just catch my drift. You don't have to take me literally, but they've let you down in some way. All right, whatever it is, it's almost like they say things, and they're offensive things. And just as an example, it's someone who says things and they're offensive things, and they don't even realize that what they're saying damages the relationship every time they say things. It's a little bit like that. I mean, it's one of those person who lies so much they believe their lies, kind of a thing, or one of those person who just can't. It's what I sort of tried to get out over here. They just can't help themselves. They're always going to be this way on some level. This sly little fox kind of an energy. They continue. It's not heartache here. It's just disappointment. But we do have somebody. Painful disappointment. But we do have somebody here who does have good intentions to fix something with you. I think you need to teach them a lesson. But I think the lesson lives over here. Right? See, the problem is people who feel like they need to be manipulative to get what they want and lie and whatever, always think other people are doing it too. They always cast that on, right? It's just what it is. Suspicious people are themselves usually doing suspicious things. That's why they're suspicious. People that aren't doing suspicious things aren't paranoid, aren't freaked. There's a little bit of paranoia here. It's disappointing, painful disappointment. I'm going to pull on what their intentions are. I'm going to pull on the Three of Pentacles. So give me the Three of Pentacles. What do we got here? Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Talk to me. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Your intentions are good. The Empress. Somebody here's intention is to open up to you. Okay? It's nice. It's beautiful. To show you what you mean to them. Okay? Okay. It's the environmental energy. I like it. What's on top? I didn't know it was there. I started laughing before it came out. I'm telling you. I know. I'm spot on with this. I get it. We got some work to do. I equated in my write-up for October, the month of October 2025, as restoring a car. I've done enough car restorations to know. There's just, you think you get something good. Well, I got a great deal on this, right? And then you start digging in and you start going, oh man, this is going to cost 10 grand more than we thought. That kind of a thing. It's just the way it is. That's why a lot of mechanics don't like to work on old cars, because shit breaks. You break a bolt, you're fucked. You're jammed up for 2 hours while you're trying to drill the thing out, and you can't anticipate stuff. It's the same thing here. You've got this person with these great intentions. It looks like a great person, right? It seems like they're going to do the right thing, and they just... The only thing they end up rebuilding is Three Swords. Why is that here? The Four of Wands. I think somebody here, I think your idea of what this path to the Ten of Pentacles is and their idea are different. And I think that's something you need to adjust to if you want to sort of walk a path with this person. Also, that's for some of you. And that came up in another one of these sign reads somewhere. For others of you, this person just will not leave somebody. They want to fix things with you, but they want to have their cake and eat it too. An energy of have their cake and eat it too. They want to stay for example, just an example, catch my drift. They want to stay in a bad relationship, but also make things nice with you and explore things. You don't get to stay in a relationship and explore something else. That's not fair to either party or yourself, right? Talk it out with the bad relationship. See what you could do. Say, hey, I want to explore other things. Let that person know, and see where it goes from there. You'd be surprised how fast somebody wants to fix things when you say that. Or if, again, take it from there. Either way, this person's being very cunning. And I'm only pointing it out because this person's being cunning. All right? So, I mean, it is what it is. I just think you have a different love language than this person. The bridging energy would be the Death card. I took a peek at it. I wasn't going to throw it, but I guess I might as well. All right, somebody does want to transform things. I just think they don't know how. Now, I'm going to pull on this. I'm not worried about the star. I get the star. There's something here. If let's say this person tries to repair things with you and they fail, that's their destiny. That's how they learn. There's a whole student-teacher aspect going on here with the Queen of Pentacles. All right. There's a reason they put the Page of Pentacles, the student, up against the Queen of Pentacles. All right? That's a future Queen of Pentacles, or it's a future future higher up. All right. But you got to teach them. All right. Here we go. Seven of Swords. Why is that here? Very strange. Overall, I think you speak a different love language than this person. I think your idea of the Four of Wands and their idea of the Four of Wands and your idea of the Ten of Pentacles and their idea of the Ten of Pentacles are very different. All right? All right. Let's see where we go. Okay. Okay. Seven of Swords. What was I just talking about? 10 Pentacles, wasn't I? It's crossed by 10 Pentacles. Yeah. No, I'm right. I'm reading the energy while I'm shuffling. Everything I say here matters. I'm always reading it. I don't need the cards. I don't care. The cards are just pretty pictures for you so you're not staring at a table with some talking hand on a video. What's this guy talking about? I don't know. Right? 10 Pentacles. Crossing this. There's somebody here has been taught a false view of what that is. Okay? And wants something different. Their view of this is it's almost nonsense. It's almost like, their idea, as an exaggerated example, your idea of a beautiful home is the dog, and you guys go to work every day and you do your thing. Their idea of a beautiful home is the dog, and everybody's home, and you got a counterfeiting operation going in the garage, so nobody needs to work. You just chill out, watch TV all day. I mean, it's just that exaggeration is there. It's just totally off. Their idea of whatever this Ten of Pentacles is very sly. So I'm not far off with the counterfeiting operation. I mean, this could be a person, whoever this is. It could be a person who's always looking for an easy way, always looking for, mommy and daddy will always give them money, so they don't really do much. You'd end up, whenever that happens, I know enough trust fund kids from being out here to know that you would think with all the free time and all the free money they get that they would be great at all kinds of things. They'd be a master piano player and a master at this or whatever, but they don't. They just squander the time away, and they half-ass everything they do. They're not good at anything. And deep inside is a great deal of self-loathing because whatever they do have, they didn't earn. And whether we realize it or not, our subconscious, our brains, our energy, our soul wants to earn it, wants to make its own way in the world. Anyway, it's why I get so much self-loathing off those people. It's why they usually drink themselves to death, I mean, you would think everything's handed to you. Why would you be a raging alcoholic and just hate your life? Because none of it is theirs. They haven't done anything. And that hurts the soul. It hurts the soul. It hurts the subconscious. It hurts a lot of things. What's on top here? Six of Swords. It's an extreme example, but it's kind of what I'm getting here around the Seven of Swords crossed by 10 Pentacles. Okay? Somebody who on the outside you might look at and go, their life is great, but it's not. In fact, we even got it here with the Six of Swords on top of the Seven of Swords. To the outside observer, their life seems smooth as silk. Everything seems to go smoothly. Yet they feel the need to be sly about it, to slip away, to, always take the easy way out, sort of a thing. Why is this here? High Priestess, yeah. It seems on the outside like what they want, they're on the same page with you. It's a lie. They'll lie to be on the same page with you. But what they want is something else. Somebody here is hiding their true intentions. All right. Now, again, what did I say? Rewind. A little psychology for you. I said people that are like this think other people are the same. Right? They're always very suspicious people. Well, here you go. High Priestess in there. High Priestess in how they see you. It's right there. And the High Priestess is with this Seven of Swords. So you must be the same. You must be up to something. Same deal. Again, don't need the cards. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what they think you're. Let's pull on your High Priestess. Let's do it. So they see you. Again, I thought it would be very specific, but I don't think so. I think on some level, if this reading's for you, it applies. Again, I'm giving extreme examples. You just have to catch my drift, right? It's a general reading. It's funny. I say that in the description for my channel, on YouTube. And I say all readings are general because they have to be, because thousands of people are watching, right? That's a fact. That's a little point that, people don't understand. It's just, there's no way to pinpoint it, right? For someone, it's spot on, but your stories are the individual branches and little branches on the tree. I'm reading the trunk. I have to. Why is the high priestess here? But the vibe is the same on some level. All right, here we go. And I'm giving you good reason not to ever marry a fucking trust fund, baby. Let me fucking tell you. All right, right here. Oh, God. My sister dated one for a little while. What a fucking pain in the ass, I swear to God. All right, here we go. The fool. Entitled fuckwit. That's where I get my entitled fuckwit phrase from, actually. That particular person. All right, the fool crossed by the high priestess. Fancied himself everything. Fancied himself a guitar player. He'd pick up my guitar. He knew like one chord could strum through it. He's got no job, nothing to do, all day free. Could have practiced, could have been fucking Joe Satriani by the time, with all the free time he had. Instead, he didn't get any further than the average 5-year-old who gets their first guitar for Christmas. I mean, it's just, people like that just drive me crazy. If you're going to do something, do it right. If you're going to learn something, learn it all, as much as you can. All right, high priestess, half-assers, man. This is a half-asser. It pisses me off. I don't like half-assed people. Here we go. The high priestess crossed by the fool. Yeah, somebody thinks you're up to something. Somebody thinks you're hiding some kind of move you'll make and some kind of move in a new direction. Right? Okay. All right. I see it. What's on top? Yep. The King of Wands. Why is that here? The Five of Wands. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, this person, they think, how do I phrase this? They think they've got you on something. It's an aha thing. They think that you think you're in control, but they think they're the ones that are in control. They think they've got you on something. It's all just this person's freaking weird running with shit paranoia. That's all it is. That's all it is. Straight, plain and simple. Somebody does think that you're pulling some strings on your side, maybe manipulate their feelings. There could be some paranoia setting in that you're trying to manipulate their feelings. There could be some that you're planting strategic tweets, for example, just as an example, things on social media to get their attention. This is a person who might rather paranoidly think you're trying to get their attention. I don't know. Take it how you want to take it, but this is the vibe of how they see you. And it could just be the environmental energy right now is kicking in with this person and they're extra paranoid at the moment. I don't know. And again, don't take me literally. They don't have to be. They don't have to be a trust fund person or the type of person that I've described. But the same frequency of energy can play out 1,000 different ways, right? I mean, your little bossy friend, domineering friend your control freak friend, who doubts everything and all of that. A doubting Thomas is the same energy as this, right? They could even be pessimist. So they try to manipulate things to, I don't know, skew it in their direction, if you will. Skew everything so that it's how they see it. I don't know. Could play out a million different ways. Your final outcome with whoever this is, this doesn't feel like a family member to me. This feels like somebody that you truly would like to have a life with, but they just continually let you down. And this is why they're this type of person, right? If I'm to sum it up, it's a person who's incapable of trust, true trust. Okay, that's all. They're always going to be a doubting Thomas. They're always going to be a slight pessimist. They're always going to try to boost their own ego. They always want to be right. Okay, that's there too. There's a degree of self-loathing underneath all of it. There always is with people like that. I don't know. All right, Three of Swords, your final outcome. Give me something to tell. And through it all, Rocktober 2025 comes through. It's crossed by the Three of Wands. All right? You could probably work with this and take it into the future if you want to. You can make it happen. I don't know how, but you can. What's on top? The Ace of Cups. You can. There's a new beginning in love here. There's a good shot at it. The Ace of Cups is red with 3 swords. If you dump enough emotion on it, you may have to really spill your guts to this person. All right? You need to get this person to a point where they're about to break down. And I don't care if they're a big, burly construction worker. I don't fucking give a crap. You need to get this person. You need to dump so much fucking emotion on this person that they're about to break down. Then you can take this into a new level. Then you've got your thing. It's sort of like that car example I gave earlier. Sometimes you think you get a good deal on a car that you want to restore, right? And as you start digging into it, you find, oh, this is going to cost way more than we thought. Oh my God, didn't know that was cracked, didn't know that was cracked. If you dump enough money into it, if you keep pouring the money, you can restore it. You can restore anything, right? Well, it's a bit of that here. How much of this do you want? I say you need to. How much of this do you want to dump in? On top of this 3 of Swords, this disappointment, this person continually, it's almost like they try to disappoint. It's almost like they're trying to have it not work. They're almost, even if this isn't true, which I don't think it is, that you're behind their back trying to, got plans that they don't know about or trying to manipulate them or whatever. They want to prove that right, because for some reason that satisfies this mild devil energy here on the 7 of Swords. I think secretly this person wants things to work, but on the surface they know that they can't handle it, so they sabotage some things. I'm surprised there's not more 5 swords here, to be honest with you. It depends how much emotion you want to dump into this. Why is that here? The 10 of Swords. See what I'm saying? Either you dump them, it's over, right? And again, this 10 swords, look at the card. That 10 swords is red with that 4 of wands. This Ace of Cups is red with that 3 of swords right there. Again, you guys are going in completely different directions here. You have completely different love language. All right. If you want to dump enough of this on it, you can go ahead and walk this. You can have a new beginning, but it depends how much you want to do. In car restoration speak, since that's what I wrote about in October, hey, you dump enough money into anything, you can restore it. But you also want to be smart too. You don't want to end up with a finished product that costs you $200,000 in a car that's only worth $70,000. I mean, it doesn't, on a good day at auction, it does, you got to decide here. What's the bridging energy? The 7 of wands. You want it, you got to fight for it. You want transformation with this? You want death, rebirth, right? You want to rebirth that dead old car, that dead old relationship? Then you got to fight for it. It's all you. You're going to have to show this. I don't know. I think it's more effort than it feels to me like it's more effort than it's worth. Right? I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe you finally see this person for what they are, but you can do it. It's a can-do transformation energy. But you're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to call this person on their shit. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to use that sword of truth. Right? I think that's what came up in the overview reading too. We just get a little more detail on it here. What else you want to tell my people? Somebody is making different decisions, though. I do get that. They are headed your way. And they just, and there's the 4 of wands. There you go. There it is. It takes us right to the reading. All right. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. It's tricky energy. People like this are tricky because you want to like them. You do. You want to. But it's very difficult. They almost make it difficult to like them. Because they try to say, once they realize that somebody's better than them at something, they sabotage it in some way. Right? I remember that sister's boyfriend I talked about. Right? He would pick up the guitar, but as soon as I picked it up, he'd leave. He'd come up with a reason to leave the room. Because he knows I actually know how to play. It's a bit of that. It's at the end of the day, that's the type of person it is. So you just deal with it. You either fight for this or you don't. I mean, the end result here is 10 swords. Either way, you're doing all right. Let's pull on you. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Let's see what we get. I'm not going to extend this one because I don't want to spend any more time with this fucking energy. I'll be honest with you. 9 swords, the moon, the fool, 9 swords, the moon, Ace of Cups crossing the 9 swords. It's just, there's a lot of love you have for this person. There's that Ace of Cups again. It's over here. It's that cup you want to dump. You know, this is so easy to equate to car restoration. It really is, because if you get something you like, whatever it is, a 67 Corvette, I don't know, you just love it, you want to do it, but it needs too much. You know, it needs too much, and you get real anxious about it. Should I? Oh, but what, you know, we found this in an hour. What else are we going to find when we dig deeper? You know, it's just, you either take a leap into the unknown with this person and know that you're going to have to dump the whole cup, or you don't. Don't waste your time getting anxious about this. The moment you feel the disappointment from this person, make a decision. Are we going to spend a bunch of money more than this? Spend a bunch of emotion more than this is worth to restore it, to move it on, to rebirth it? Or are we going to let it go? Because I'm telling you right now, with this, you have no idea how bottomless this cup needs to be with this person. This is someone who needs a lot of love, whoever this is, okay? Whoever it is. And I'm just being honest with you as the cards fell, as the energy fell. Doesn't mean this reading's for you. It might not be. So don't assume that it is. But, you know, with the disappointment, you can kind of figure out whether it is or isn't. What was it? Was it Don Henley? I think it was. Got some kind of song with a lyric in it, not enough love in the world, right? There's not enough love in the world. I don't think there's enough love in this cup to restore with this person, to get them to where you want them to be. I think they're going to stay the King of Wands. I think they're going to stay this 7 of Swords and this Star, and lie to get whatever it is they want, or manipulate to get whatever it is. It's just who they are. It's core programmed. But that doesn't mean that you can't teach them a lesson that stays with them. You know, it's up to you. My advice, what I would do here is irrelevant. Okay? I generally speaking, I don't waste my time with stuff I got to dump too much into. You know, but be it a car or a person. You know, but this is a strong connection for you, so you need to decide that. I don't have a connection with this person, so it's easy for me to say. Okay? That being said. But if you do want to put it in car speak, this is the car you always wanted, and you found one at a good price. But it's got it's going to need a lot of work, more than it's worth, monetarily. Emotionally, why do I say that about emotion? Well, you can't say that about emotion, Steve. That's money. I know somebody said that, and yeah, they sound like that. I say that because you may not have anything left in this cup. Getting this person to where you want it, in the rebirth section, you may run out of you may have a fucking breakdown. You may be left completely empty, completely void. So by the time you get this person where you want them, you're incapable of it. You don't want to love anything at that point, because the cup is, all right? So you got to consider that. Don't waste your time in 9 swords. The trigger is the disappointment when this person causes that. That's the trigger. That's the decision point right there. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best. Read my Rocktober 2025 write-up in the blog, and do yourself a favor. And no, it's not just confined to October. It does obviously stretch. Energies overlap. All right? That's your reading. Good luck.